Have a good night, Aaron. Bye-bye, Aaron.
You too.
Thank you.
Have a good show.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday's Moment. Even though it's not Monday, it's, as we all know, Wednesday, but the last we've actually missed. So tonight we have a couple of things that we can all, I guess, share. I want to be a place where people can also find support and acceptance, kindness. Sometimes those are the things that go the most and farthest. Sorry guys, okay, I found my button. I just had to I didn't want to miss anybody yet. So tonight, I guess it's just me, and I can understand why the last couple of weeks we haven't been on due to technical issues, and it's been stormy here where I am. So I can't even say landline, our satellite line was not working, so our house working, cell phones, computers, for like the last 2 weeks. And then last week we actually got nailed with, well, we didn't get nailed, thank goodness, but we ended up getting all the smoke coming in from the forest fires for the people in Canada. Just a shout out to all of our viewers that are in Canada. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're doing okay. And my heart goes out to you. Thoughts and prayers are with you. I know we have a supporter that comes from Canada, and she's actually a nice lady. So I'm hoping she's doing okay. So then we thought each day the smoke was going to get, like, the wind direction would change, but it didn't. So this week, I think it was a Tuesday, we had some kind of technical thing going on where we couldn't get it to connect. Wednesday it was a 50-50 shot, and we seem to be doing a lot better today. So here's Monday's Moments on Wednesday. So before I really get into tonight's two topics, it's kind of I don't know how you'd put it. It's kind of it's part of our part 3 in our series, well as, some things that I wanted to share with you guys. But before we get into that, if you can please follow, like, and share. Please share our videos. I mean, I have to say thank you. Every time we put up a video, we end up with quite a few. Like, we always break 1,000, and I cannot thank you all enough for that. I think the highest we've gotten was a little over 14,000. So I am mind blown. Thank you all for that. Thank you for your support. That is a great way to help us. The more that people know that we're out there to help, more we're able to help those who need it, let people maybe find a place so that they don't feel so alone. If you go in some of our bag videos, you'll see what my story was, and you'll understand that by no means at all are you um, alone. Even though it's the weirdest feeling, sometimes you can be in a room full of people but still feel alone. And it's not an easy feat. Let's put it that way. So there's a few ways. Actually, before we get to that, I just want to let people also know are there for those that are in the patient stage of their recovery after a serious injury or illness. Get out of the nursing homes where here's the statistical part, 70.3% of all nursing homes are for profit. In other words, like I've been saying the whole time, you're nothing more than a sitting dollar sign. So, just had to throw that in. But we are there to help get people that shouldn't be in a nursing home setting. That could mean anything from getting their home ready, such as a ramp, if they need to be able to get into their home, or if things need to be adjusted. It's giving resources. We're working on, as everybody knows, we have the baby doodles, which they are getting big. There's going to be videos coming of them very soon. They are my two little troublemakers, and they are really very, very comical. So they have a new trick every single week. I don't care what it is. They have, and you know what? I'm still in my recovery part of my rehabilitation, and these are going to eventually be our mama dogs. And I have to say, they help me. There is nothing like today I was in their area, and Moxie, the little brown one, had to come over and get as much love as she possibly could, and then it still just wasn't enough. And she's very needy attention wise, but she is so funny. And then you have Hopper, who's kind of a little bit more mature and much more quiet. She's definitely nowhere near as vocal as Miss Moxie. But she's sneaky. And these guys watch everything you do. Now I know why they were bred for service dogs. Now I get it. They honestly, when they're running, can turn on a dime. It's crazy. And they are part kangaroos. They are the pupperoos. And we will be having more pictures and videos going up of them. So again, sorry, going back, the other ways that It's another way that we plan on helping. We're also work on hopefully breaking ground sometime within the next year on a campground where after with at least 1 to 2 cabins that are fully handicapped accessible, where every month we will have somebody to come and stay and get away from all the noise. And that will be every month throughout the year, because in Maine there is always some kind of festival, some kind of fishing, some kind of everything. So, and if or you can just sit in and be cozy and watch the snow and feel like you're in the snow globe. So that's another one of our projects that we have going. There are ways that you can help if this is something that you feel I can't think of the word. This goes back to my problem, cognitive. The Ray help, when for anybody who is so inclined, there we go. Different word, but I said the same thing. If you are so inclined and you'd like to help the Doodle Den Foundation, you can do that by going to I'm going to put it right in the chat, guys. www.thedoodledenfoundation.org, and you will find that we accept PayPal and Venmo. We are a nonprofit recognized by the IRS, RA 501c3. Sorry, my cognitive isn't catching up to me at the moment because I have so much to say and I only have such a short amount of time because I want to make sure to get everything in. So excuse me for my lapses. Okay, so we accept both PayPal and Venmo. Any donation, no matter how small or big, is beyond appreciated. 100% of the proceeds goes to making it possible and to those who are in this part of their rehabilitation and need the help. We are also looking for volunteers. If you live in the state of Maine, you can actually go right onto that website as well, and there's a contact us button. If you contact us, let us know that you're in the state. This is an email, and we will definitely get in touch with you. We are looking for volunteers that have maybe a week that wouldn't mind going and visiting maybe somebody that doesn't have somebody going in, visiting them. I will tell you from firsthand knowledge, when you don't have people going in regularly, or they know some coming in once a week, this day and time, your care is not the same as it is to those of it being somebody in at all times. So that's one way that you can actually help the Doodle Den Foundation as well. Volunteer opportunities. So please, if you let us know, and we would be glad to have you join our family. If you do not like PayPal or Venmo, you can also reach out to us through that email or through the the foundation phone number 401 585 2536. Do you know I just typed that whole thing out and it didn't type out? 401 585 2536. And we can do it an alternate way. We hope that, any way that you can help, we cannot thank. The more support, better. If you could please like, share, and please, I guess to you how important sharing is. And remember, guys, sharing is caring. Sorry, just had to throw that in because, it's been that kind of week. So another way you can also donate is by, if you have medical equipment that's used, such as toilet seat extenders, wheels, things of that type, shower benches. We will also can use those, so that way we can give them to people who need them if you are no longer in need of them. So there's a lot of different things going on all at once here. Like I said, I think my mind's racing and I'm losing I'm losing my words. So I need to bring it down. Okay. So if any of those ways, if you can help us out, that's great. So here's the thing. When I first started this channel, I promised you guys to go on a journey with us. And the journey was and still is and will always be until we have a chapter in all 50 states, will be improving, building, but most importantly, helping our communities. Like I've said before, when I say community, it's not, your community isn't just your town or your neighborhood or your state. Believe it or not, we're all one country. We're all one community. So let's work together. We can get so much further done. And we can help those who can then in turn help others. You always try and pay it forward. Just as bad karma comes to people, good karma also comes to people. So just stick that out there. So every week we've had, I've told you a little bit about what's going on with the pufferoos. Oh my goodness. Like I did earlier with the update. I could go on about them for the entire time. And I will be doing a live soon again, so you guys can all see them, because they are now double, if not triple, the size. So, but they're all puppy poof, and they all have a bad day. Moxie has a really cool handlebar mustache. Hopper has like the big grandpa eyebrows. They're great. And they make you smile. They make you laugh even when you don't want to. So, and believe me, in the last few weeks, I've definitely needed that. But I've said that I will open up and I will be vulnerable because I know I'm not the only one that has experienced what being in a for-profit nursing home does to a person's mind, spirit. It actually hinders their well-being. One of the stats that I'll share with you in a little while is that they found, I believe it was the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, nearly 100% of long-term rehabilitation patients become severely depressed. And I was like, not surprised, as I've stated. One of the key components missing is therapeutic component, which is another place where the Doodle Den Foundation is trying to network with and work with finding either mental health professionals that have a few hours a week would like to donate and a pro bono. Like I did state earlier, we are a 503c nonprofit. So anything is tax deductible, including if they do pro bono work time, to try and help people work through the emotions. And if you go back in some of our previous videos, you'll see where we talked about some of the different emotions. We actually went an entire month. It's beginning in May because May was Mental Health Awareness Month. And we're looking to try and get people the help that they need in order to succeed to the greatest potential. And when you're depressed, you're not going to get there. Mental health plays a huge component of your recovery, much as, if not more in some cases. Many times after a major injury or illness, your entire life changed within split seconds, from anything from getting a doctor's result to a heart attack, a stroke, a car accident, whatever it may be. And that's another place that the Doodle Foundation to be able to provide as a resource to the people going through this. And also when you come out, to have some kind of aftercare set up. So as you can see, we have a lot of pans on the fire. But I have said that I was open and honest as I could with everybody out there and along on this journey. And very soon, just to let you all know, you will in fact be seeing Ray out milling almost ready to go. If the rain will stop long enough, we will have videos of that going up. You can also check us out on YouTube. Like and follow us on YouTube, and remember to subscribe. So also, okay, so where was I? Yes, I promised that I would share entire journey, good, bad, and ugly. So here we go. And I'm going to do this as relatively quickly. Well, quickly for me, as anybody knows, I have a verbal communication problem. I do it too much. So the last couple months, I have been dealing with depression. It comes and it goes. The last couple of weeks have been a little worse. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it's the mama bear in me. My little cub went to go visit family, which I think is awesome, and she should be visiting, and I'm all for it. But as any parent will tell you, when you don't have your cub around, go on edge. So my anxiety is way up. And, I know that she's being taken care of well. And I know I shouldn't stress about it as much as I do, but I do. She's a great kid and I know she's safe. So, but I'm still going to worry. I've hit a couple of snags. I've had a couple of good things happen, but I've gone through some very personal matters lately that all I can say is it rocked my world. I think that's the best way to put it. And it kind of put me in a funk. And you may, why are you telling us this? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Hold on. My hope is that whoever may be listening right now, or whoever may listen to it on a replay every month for 1,000 views. So I know, and I know we have supporters out there. I chat with them. So I know you guys are listening. I want people that may be going through the same thing to say, hey, okay, she's feels the same way I do. I'm not alone. And that's my hope. And part of the support end, when I say, with support, is being open, being honest, being vulnerable with all of you and letting you all in, which for anybody that knows me, that's not very easy for me to do. But the only reason I'm doing this is in the hopes that somebody out there, even if it's just one person, that hears it and knows they're not alone. That, they may be struggling, and it could be for whatever reason. I don't care who you are. You're allowed to feel whatever you feel. You can't tell somebody or make somebody feel a certain way. So you kind of just have to deal with that. And I'm sure we all have different issues. Part of my stress is having so many pans on the fire and feeling like I'm not doing something right, or I'm not doing enough, or even though I'm extremely limited as to what I can do, which then kicks in the depression. And then I start struggling, and then the anxiety grows. And if you guys can hear, I don't know if you can, if you hear a little clink, 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 I'm sitting here and I'm playing with dimes while I'm talking to you guys. It's almost like a coping mechanism for anxiety. And I have done this with different objects every time I was, I guess, stressed, since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I remember it being little beads, and I had them all over my bedroom floor, and it turned into a family joke after a while. She's up with her beads again, and it was what it was. It was just kind of like I had to keep fidgeting. So I'm trying to process a lot of information, and I've been going into system overload a little bit. So my cognitive and my speech at times and my brain fogs are very forefront right now because of the amount of times I guess I've shorted out. So, when I say I've shorted out, I take absent and petit mal seizures. I don't realize I take them. I think I've been sleeping. And then Ray, or my daughter, usually says, no. We're working on getting those under control. New doctor, fingers crossed. Um, but I think the anxiety and stress plays a large role. So, just know you're not alone. We're here to help you. And even if you're not in Maine, but you listen to our live, or you replay it and you hear it, you're not in Maine, and you want to, you need a support system, please feel free to enter the chat. We'd love to have you. Just please be respectful everybody's feelings, and everybody's, just please, let's make sure we respect everybody else. That's the only thing I ask. We're hoping to have some of the new merch up for the foundation within the next week. I know I've been saying that, but like I've said, connection issues. I think I've sent them about 5 times, but they never seem to get through. So I'm working on it. And they're just kind of putting along, but I haven't been putting along as much as I normally had been. When I say putting along, I mean, like sitting up in my wheelchair and for so many hours, and laying down, or vice versa, or doing much of. I've kind of been a loaf. Let's be real. So that's the best way that I can possibly describe it. And I know what it is. I know what's causing it. I just don't know how to fix it. And I'm a fixer. And I have to understand how everything works. And you know what? This live every week is also a support to me. Normally we have our co-host Janelle on, but I think she may have gotten locked out because the link that we had to follow in, there was a little bit of a glitch with that, and then we had to do it another way, and it was before I could grab Janelle. So Janelle, I love you. I will get a hold of you. I am so sorry. So it's usually, not me just listening to myself talk as I speak to all of you. I don't see you guys out there, so I can't really, it kind of feels like you're talking to yourself sometimes. But this is therapeutic for me because it forces me out of my comfort zone, and it forces me to, sit up and ask for help doing things that are super simple and that I just sometimes, most of the time, can't do. And by me being able, or by me using this platform to basically expose myself, it makes me deal with it and be like, okay, you're going a little off on this one, or, and it helps me, I guess, almost like a video diary, you could say. But like I said, it's in hopes that somebody out there hears it and says, okay, this is how I feel. I'm the only one. So I understand that. And there are so many of us out there that do. All you have to do is enter the chat, get involved, and, join in. Or if you want, if you want to watch it for a little bit, you don't have to tell your story, but I want everybody to know that they can tell their story. And if they have a story of their rehabilitation, by all means, email us by going to the doodledenfoundation.org under the Email Us tab, or contact us and let us know. And I would love to have you on as a guest speaker. We actually have a guest speaker coming on within the next few weeks that amazing. She blows my mind. So I'm really excited about that. As we get closer, I'll let you know. So I wanted to pretty much people know why we haven't been there for the last couple weeks, which we covered. I promise we're working on getting a stable connection. We were beyond excited. I think, what was it, a week and a half ago, when we seen broadband wires coming through our area. So fingers crossed we will not be on a satellite for too much longer. Cannot wait for the day. So I'm gonna wait until next week with the stats that I would like to go over with part 3 with Janelle, because like I said, she unfortunately got locked out. But I wanted to also speak to you guys and have this honest conversation, and to let people know it's okay to feel not okay. It's okay to feel sometimes like you want to run, or in my case, roll away. But unfortunately, that's not an option. We have a hand that was dealt to us, and we have to look at that hand, really, really hard. Look at that hand, meaning those challenges in front of you. Prioritize them and set your goals. Set yourself up for success. Don't set impossible goals. Like, can't say next year I'm going to run the Boston Marathon. Yeah, we all know that ain't going to happen. So that would be an impossible goal. But with each little goal, even if nobody else knows our goals, oh my gosh, great job. We can say it to ourselves because, well, we know what the goal was. Or, it can be something that you share with a loved one, so that you have that support system in place. So again, this is where the Doodle Den Foundation comes into place. It's helping people connect. It's helping people understand It's also for the caregivers. It's for people who just need information. It's for so many reasons. I could go on and on. The foundation ultimately stands for help those who are in the recovery of their rehabilitation, get out of nursing homes where they should not be, and back living in their homes, back to living their best lives. And that is our ultimate goal. And I've outlined the various ways that, we need the volunteers, the any kind of support that you feel so you feel like to donate, or you would like to help support the Doodle Den Foundation and to help those directly affected by an injury or illness that are currently in this phase, or help with help the Doodle Den Foundation grow to help as many people as we can. You can check us out at www.thedoodledenfoundation.org, and you can see more of our story. We'll be having some new pictures put up soon too. So tonight, unfortunately, we didn't do phase 3. That'll be next week, which will be the statistical end of what happens in rehabilitation when people are in nursing homes. And, how many people versus, and what the difference is for profit versus nonprofit. So we're going to say goodnight for tonight. I ask you all to please like, share, and please leave a comment, get involved. We love hearing from you. If you need help, visit our webpage. You can also very quickly, if you want another way that you can donate, it is by if you want shopping at www.thedoodledenllc.com. 10% of every purchase automatically gets put to the foundation automatically. So 10% of all sales automatically goes to the Doodle Den Foundation. That's the sentence I was trying to get out. And so that's another way. And you can find anything from socks to pickleball stuff to bathing suits to household items, and their children's toys, a little bit of everything on there. So that brings us to a conclusion for tonight. Reach out, let us know, send us an email, say, hey, how are you guys? If you would like to be a guest, again, you can go to that website, or you can also, I'll put our email in the comments as well, which is, I am so sorry, the Doodle Den Foundation. Whoops. I spelled that wrong. Foundation at AOL.com. And that is another way that you can email us if you don't want to go to the website. Or you get the phone number listed, you can call or text. So that brings us to the end of tonight's Monday Moments. Monday's Moments will actually be on Monday next week at 7 p.m. And we will be doing the statistic. So please tune in. You will not want to miss what I have uncovered, and Janelle has also found quite a few gems, I must say. So we hope to see you next week. Please share us with your friends, family, co-workers, anybody you can. That way, you never know when either you or a loved one may need help, and where the Doodle Den may actually be able to help you someday. So we ask to please share. Check out our website. There are sweatshirts available for purchase on the website for the foundation. 100% of the proceeds goes to the Doodle Den Foundation. Also be listing, Tech Guy will also be putting up but more new merch. So we hope to see you then. Keep checking back. And I'm thinking we may do a surprise giveaway next week. So make sure to follow and leave a comment. You never know. I think we might actually do a giveaway to people that are either in the chats or gives, sends, say, a heart or something to that effect. So I don't know. Let's see what we do. Or they type their name in or let's see what happens. But I promise you, it'll be something good. I'll pick something good for this. So till next time, my friends, which will be Monday at 7 p.m. right here. You can find us on Instagram, page, on Facebook, which is the Doodle Den Foundation. This also runs on the Foundation, LC, which is the sister. It's not really the sister. It's our store, and it's also the main sponsor of the Doodle Den Foundation at this time. Sorry, couldn't get the sentence out. Again, I think it's because I have so much today and I can't get it out quick enough. So I am going to take a step back, and I hope everybody has an amazing week and tune in this week and let's see what we have. Statistics are a hard thing to go. Sometimes I guess they can be a little boring if, because of numbers, but maybe we'll throw in that giveaway. See, you never know. You'll have to be here to know. Have a great week, everyone.